David, good to see you, buddy. Good to play a little bit better. 16 assists on 20 made field goals in the first half. I saw this team play a lot. I saw them, I think they were up at the half against Wake Forest. It's like they're up at the half against everybody. They've got some kids down, so 7-3 and 7-3-1 have to play extended minutes, and that's hard. That's hard on any. As good as they are, 7-1 are really, really good. And 3's a dynamic kid. To go in at the half up 20, really just disappointed with the start of the second half, but we righted the ship. I don't typically substitute wholesale like that, but I just didn't think that team had a very good look starting the second, and we went with another look, and I thought those kids came on and played really well and got it the ship righted, and we went on from there.
Mike, 55 points from the bench. I know you said you played those guys a lot, but I mean Ben Hammond had 17 and Patrick Wessler, I believe, had 13. Both of those career highs.
How many Rodney Brown had?
13 as well.
13.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah. What did you like from? I mean, those three were the scorers. What did you like from those guys and that unit as a whole in the second half?
They looked like basketball players, David. Ben had the two terrible turnovers in the first half, but he found his groove and got the ball in good places, and he affected the game with his speed, quickness, and his quick hands, and getting his hands on some balls and getting the other way with it. Rodney had continued to practice well and had continued to really work on his game. Consequently, he's ready to go when his number's called. He's not sitting over there pouting. Proud of him. And Patrick had a really good ball game. Ball screen coverages were better, and they better be against Glasper and one. So really a nice night from our bench, and need that moving forward.
You mentioned Rodney. We hadn't seen a ton from him. Seems like he'd been playing in some spurts, but he played, I think, 21 tonight and hit 3 threes. Do you like how he's progressing now?
I do. And I've been ready to go that route for a bit, but I like life, David. When you win a job, you earn a job. Up to the plate you go, and he certainly has done that, and that performance tonight was quite impressive.
To follow up on that, what has you been waiting to see from Rodney in practice or in games that kind of made you say,
Mark,
hey,
yeah,
this is it.
Yeah,
We need some playing time now.
He got hurt, not bad. I thought it was bad, but we got a good report, and set him back, I don't know, a week, 10 days, 2 weeks maybe, and that's hard to do and hard to recover from as a basketball player during the preseason, and found a rotation that I thought gave us the best opportunity to win. But it's amazing, the things that evolved over the course of the season, and roles change, and I could go back through my career and share a number of stories with you that kids emerge and have the opportunity, and they make the most of it, and he certainly did that tonight.
What did you see from your team tonight that, even though you weren't playing Penn State or Pitt, it made you think, okay, this is what I've been waiting to see in this area. This is what I've been finally waiting to see in this area.
Again, the 16 assists, 20 made baskets in the first was very encouraging. 7 turnovers is not good enough. 5 of those from the point guard spot, and those 2 kids have to do better. A couple were unconscionable. Having said that, Ben Hammond played a very good basketball game, and I thought Brandon Rechsteiner played a very good basketball game. But you can't kick the damn ball from your quarterback, from the point guard spot. And I've never experienced that in my 23 years, and I'm gonna hammer it home, or it's gonna take me off our planet Earth here. I just can't. I can't stand it. So I hope I answered your question. Thank God.
You touched on a couple games ago about kind of limiting Malijal and keeping him with a little less minutes. And Patrick Wessler, 13 points tonight. How would you like about his growth?
Well, the score kind of dictates some of that, right? When we're up 20, I'm not going to expend any of Malaysia's bullets, if you will, when the game is well in hand. We got a lot left, and it's an opportunity to get Patrick on the floor. I thought he made the most of his time this evening. So that's kind of the thinking there.
And then with Tyler Johnson, I think his career high before this game was 2 assists. He had 5 tonight, and they were all in the first half. What did you like about the way he made plays tonight?
Well, he's got a nose for the ball, and he got to a couple of offensive rebounds. And it was late in the first half, and he got an offensive rebound. I think he got fouled. We weren't in 1-on-1, so we retained possession of the ball. We had Flyer and out of bounds under, and we made a 3. All right, he made the play. His effort, his hustle play, preserved that possession, and gave us the opportunity to get another one down. Those extra possessions are pivotal, and I thought our kids did a pretty good job of that tonight.
Coach, the Aggies threw a couple different defenses at you?
No.
Sorry.
No. She's pointing, and she distracted me.
The Aggies threw a couple different defenses at you, some man, some zone.
Yeah.
What did you like against how you played against the zone coverages specifically?
Kind of stumped me a little bit. He did it once in the first half when he was playing zone, and then after the first pass, or when the ball went to the high post, they went went man to man, and that can disrupt you a little bit. But we figured it out. It made a steady diet of that in the second half. I didn't handle that very well in the first 4 minutes, but you get your arms around it, and it was paralysis by analysis. We were making too much of it, so we just overloaded aside, and we got a couple down in the corner for made threes, and that was that.
Hi, Coach. Didn't mean to distract you earlier.
It's okay.
Had a bit of a tough stretch, but then saw some positive momentum in the Pitt game, and then obviously getting the win tonight. What does this mean for the younger guys, having that tough stretch and coming out of it?
Need it. Great question. Has been a tough stretch. Adversity will break you, or it will make you stronger. This team has continued to practice very, very well. Remain upbeat, remain in the gym, and working at it. Another one in here on Sunday. Our team is getting better. We are getting better. Still have a ways to go, but I see us growing up a little bit. I see us getting better on both ends of the floor. I thought we were better defensively. The Glasper kid had 21, I think, maybe 23. But all in all, a solid effort from our Hokies.
Mike, those guys obviously play really fast. And
I was worried about it, David.
You guys only held them to 2 fast break points. Did you like your transition defense?
I did. God knows you've seen it, a lot of them. We've had a long way to go. I think I had Berman out there in transition on our defense, and it would look better than what we had there in the early going. But they are getting better. I was really nervous about A&T and their ability to shove that thing up the floor and catch you, in transition, and they're blowing your doors off and getting fouled. So much a real step in a good direction.
I remember in the opener you talked about Ben Hammond and how he told you how nervous he was. It seems like he's come a long way just in terms of his confidence. What have you seen there?
I agree completely. It's like anything else, David. The more you're a part of it, and the more plays you see, and I'm not saying the game has begun to slow down for he and Tyler Johnson, but 10 games in. It's hard to believe, isn't it? We're a third of the way through. 10 games in, and those kids have been on the floor a lot. They've seen a lot. They've experienced a lot, and they're coming on, and it's a lot of fun to see.
Speaking of your freshmen, we saw Ryan Jones out there for 3 or 4 minutes tonight. What's the reason we haven't seen him out there this year as much as the other two guys?
He's not. His medically he's fine. We had it looked at again. He's not moving very well, and this is a hard game to play when you're not moving well. The ball screen coverages. He's not in great shape yet, but a talented player. One that we need to come on. Know he will. He's got a great kid and great attitude, continues to work. So there you have it.
You said you had it looked at? It meaning what?
His body.
14 3-pointers tonight, most of the season. First time in double digits at
Mark,
three-pointers this
I
season.
could go over there at Honhurst tomorrow unguarded, and I'm not sure we could make 14 threes in 30 minutes. But good to see the ball get in the bottom of the can. And we had the right people shooting them. That's a big deal. So I guess we had 8 against Pittsburgh, 14 tonight. Very encouraging. Good to see.
Was that taking advantage of their defense, or was that just a step in the right direction for your shooters tonight?
I think a combination of the two. Anybody else?
That moment at the end where Connor Venable got his first career points. What did a moment like that mean for him and this team?
Well, bless his heart, he's 1 for 6 from the foul line in his career. He just told me that he has more points in the college game than LeBron James. So there's how I ended my stroll through the locker room. All right, there's a good one to end on. Have a good night, all everybody.